More than 9 million people in the U.S. own one or more timeshares. Experts say more younger people are looking to buy vacation properties. From the sales pitches to the long-term contracts, it can be a stressful process. So Rich Folk with Timeshare Compliance is here with some tips for us. Timeshare Compliance, this is an advocacy group. Tell me what you do.
Yeah, we are. So we're an advocacy group. As we mentioned off camera, we're not necessarily against timeshare, but what we are is adamantly against misrepresentation and unethical sales practices. So we want to be as a voice of reason, or place where people can kind of get navigate through the choppy waters when you're going through a timeshare presentation.
Well, the fact that this business exists means there are problems in that timeshare selling process. What kind of issues are there?
Well, there's high pressure, right? Unethical sales practices. Need to buy today. If you don't buy today, the deal's not good tomorrow. Obviously, that's a red flag. Some of the brands, Disney, Marriott, are better than others. Unfortunately, the large sales companies are the ones that fall, under the high pressure and the unethical sales practices that we don't like to see.
What is it about that bait that we love so much that we keep getting hooked with this?
Yeah, well, nothing's free, right? So if you go in for what you think is just an update or maybe some sort of an educational meeting of some sort, and it's just not, right? It turns into a full-on timeshare presentation, 3-4 hours. And it's crazy because a lot of times they're elderly people, and those are the ones that fall victim to it a lot. It's almost easier for them to say yes than to say no and be contentious.
So I think we need to give ourselves permission to say, I'm not interested, and walk out.
Right. Yes.
And stand up for ourselves in those 4 hours that we're kind of taken hostage. You have some wonderful tips for us. Let's start with don't take the first offer.
Right. Yeah. If it's good today, it'll be good the next day. Right. Don't fall victim to that. It's only good today.
And know the real cost. So you should be investigating before you attend this free dinner, free brunch, etc. What is this? What is number 3? What is this clause?
So that's where you pass it on, the perpetuity clause, where it passes on to the kids. Obviously, we talked off camera about that as well. The kids don't want this, right? There's a lot of other ways that younger people can vacation. And so if it's perpetuity, that means it goes on to your kids and your grandkids.
So you're signing a contract for everybody.
Right.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Okay, so know all of the developer's portfolio before you choose. I love number 10, so I'm going to circle that one. You can walk away.
Thank you. Yeah, I wish more people would walk away. The other thing is that a lot of times these people have been in the system for maybe, say, 10 or 15 years, and they've upgraded throughout the years. And so they don't have the propensity to pay it off, and the developers know that, and they kind of prey on that. And so sometimes they go in genuinely just looking for some sort of information, or they even want to go in to ask, how do we get out of this? And they fall victim to another presentation and end up getting into 6 figures of debt. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, my heart breaks.
Yeah, it's tough.
So if you do attend one of these things, you should know that they're coming for you.
Right.
It's going to be high pressure. It might be great. Like you said, there are a couple companies that it's been beneficial.
Yeah.
That maybe go in with the mindset of, I'm not going to sign anything today.
Right.
I'm going to marinate.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
Timeshare Compliance, call Rich.
That's right.
And you'll help us out.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful work that you're doing. Thank you so much, because when people fall victim to this or sign up for something, the high pressure sales, obviously the tactic has worked forever and ever and ever, and it still does. And it usually happens to very kind, polite people.
Right.
So thank you for helping getting
Not
them in a better situation.
Polite, that's for sure.
Yeah, stand up for yourself, just walk. Go buy yourself brunch that day.
Right.
Rich, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Timeshare Compliance is the name of the company. What